Hey guys, it's XPG here. So I have a pretty good topic today on a subject that I have been wanting to talk about. So it's what it's like to jump out of an airplane. Alright, so I am a paratrooper in the United States Army. I do jump out of airplanes. Like, that's basically my side job, sort of, I guess. I haven't really talked about anything military on this channel, or any channel for that matter, since this is my only channel. But anyways, back to the subject here. So jumping out of an airplane. It depends. Like, I don't do the skydiving stuff. I have never done skydiving, so I couldn't tell you exactly how it feels to free fall or drop from that much of a distance. We usually jump from around 1250 to 1500 depending on the bird, or depending on basically the ceiling that you have that day when you do jump. And it's a static line jump, so you're not free falling at all. Basically, you jump out the door, the static line rips the parachute out, and then your parachute opens and you just kind of float to the ground. But anyway, so what is used, for example, the first time I jumped? Because obviously that's the time that I was scared, and I don't even know what was running through my mind that day. I just pretty much just prayed to the great man above and said, hey, just get me on that ground safely. I mean, you do go through training and stuff before you do jump, so your nerves are still there. I mean, regardless, you can jump 100 times. When you get on that bird and you got a parachute on your back and a reserve on your front, you're scared. I don't care who tells you that they're not scared. You still get some sort of jitters. I mean, now I really don't get the jitters too much, but I still know that I could die that day, or something could happen where I have to react quickly to save my own life or something. So, but anyways, let's get on to this. So the first time I ever jumped out of an airplane, it was probably about 2 years ago. So you do all the training, like I said. It's a 3-week class, or school is what they call it in the military. So you go through 2 weeks of like training based on how to jump out of an airplane, what you do when you land, how to suit up, like all that stuff. So you learn everything. But once you get on the plane, it's just, my heart just dropped. I was like, this shit is actually for real. They're about to make me jump out of an airplane, And so the plane goes up, the Air Force is ready, everybody's like, yeah, let's get this, whatever. You get up, it takes off, we wait about 10 minutes or whatever. Once you get into about 10-minute range, the jump masters, they'll tell you stand up. And then once you stand up, basically, that's when I knew that this shit was for real. Like, we're about to jump out of a goddamn airplane. Everyone in there is all first-time jumpers when you're at like airborne school or whatever, so you already know everyone in there is scared. So it kind of gives you a nice peace of mind, I guess, to say that like you're not the only one on there who's scared shitless. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, until you stand up, they'll go through this whole little thing that they have to do, which is like hook up, check equipment, check static line, all this good stuff. And then when you're 1 minute out, they'll call 1 minute, and then they'll check the doors, make sure everything's good. They'll keep watching, and at 30 seconds, that's when you know shit's going down. And then once they say stand by, that's when you're about probably 5 to 10 seconds ready to jump out of a bird. And once they say stand by, the green light will come on, and basically you'll hand off your static line and jump out, all in a row. Like, you're all lined up in this plane, ready to go. The first person will jump, and the second person, third person, fourth person, fifth person, sixth person, seventh person, and so on and so forth until everyone's out of the bird, or they have to make an additional pass. But anyway, so when I jumped out the first time, you get this. It's not like you don't get that roller coaster feeling, which is really weird, because you do free fall for a few seconds. Don't get me wrong, you do, but I guess it's because of the inertia. So you're traveling at a speed in the plane, you're jumping out the opposite way, so it kind of like drags you like sideways. So you're like flying through the air sideways, and I don't even know. Honestly, I closed my eyes the first time I jumped. I didn't even fucking want to look until I felt like this jerk on my canopy release symbols and everything. I just felt a big jerk when the parachute finally opened, and that's when I was like, alright. And I started looking around. It was pretty cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, after that, like after I knew my parachute was working right and I knew I was most likely going to land safely with no injuries, I was pretty, like, that shit was awesome. But when you first jump out, man, let me tell you, that shit was insane. Like, I don't even know how to really explain it. It's something that everyone just needs to do, I guess, or go through it, or have someone else explain it to you, because I really can't. It's just a crazy like jerk of air, and you're like getting drugged by like a truck, like, I don't know, 100 miles per hour just in midair. It's just insane. And then when your parachute finally opens, of course, that's when you're like relieved as hell. Every time I jump, when I feel that little jerk on my back and I get a look up and make sure my canopy's all open and everything, that's when I'm the happiest. I'm like, damn, alright, one more jump survive, I'm good to go, and all this great stuff. But anyways, so on to another topic here, guys. we're going to talk about the military for a few seconds. I'm going to post up another video probably later on this week about the military and all, and what I think about it, and what my experiences, I guess, that I've had with the military and stuff. We're going to kind of keep this like with the airborne topic though, so I'm not going to try to branch out and go crazy on it, because I want to like try to make like a series over this, and whatever you guys really want to hear about the military. Maybe you're already in the military, you just want more advice, or maybe you want to join the military, you want to know if you should or what branch, blah 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 blah. Anyways, so the schools that you can go to, like there's Sapper School, Ranger School, you can actually go Special Forces, Air Assault, Airborne, and I'm sure there's a few others that I'm missing out on. These are like the top ones that actually earn you like awards and shit like that though. But yeah, so Air Assault School, I'm not yet went to Air Assault School. I'm planning on going in a few months though. I have dropped the white slip, which basically is your ticket into Air Assault School. So once I actually get my day to actually go, or whatever, like once I get that slip saying yeah he's in, then I'm good to go to do that. Basically what Air Assault School is you pretty much learn how to sling load like equipment or weapons or anything, ammo. You sling load it, and then like a Blackhawk or a Chinook will come down, pick it up, and then they'll take it to wherever it's gonna land, like the rally point or whatever, and they'll drop it there. That's pretty much what it is. That's the gist of it. Also, you rappel down the ropes, so like if you're in a Blackhawk, you could rappel down onto the ground instead of like jumping out of an airplane to parachute down. So I think for wartime essence and combat, Air Assault is definitely a better option, I guess. Not necessarily, it depends the whole situation, of course, but like if you're going through a city or something, then Air Assault's definitely going to be a lot better. Maybe if you're in like a wide open field where there's no enemies, then Airborne might come into handy. But honestly, to me, like being in an Airborne unit and seeing how Airborne works now, I feel like Airborne is definitely just it's only used basically to me just as like, I don't really know how to explain it. More like a history thing, I guess. Like I don't think we'll use Airborne really in combat anymore, because we have so many more viable options other than jumping out. Because you are a target when you do jump out. You know, you're in the air for at least a good 40-50 seconds, and if you get some hot air or something like that, you could be up there upwards a minute, 2 minutes, whatever. So I mean, if you're going into combat and stuff like that, then you don't want to be in the air. You know, you don't want to be seen. You don't want no one knowing that you're there. So I don't think that Airborne is definitely a good option for that. But I do love being in an Airborne unit. It is kind of fun. I do get to jump. I get to do stuff that millions of people may never do in their entire life. Like, so I do enjoy that. It is pretty cool. I would definitely recommend like going skydiving. If you guys ever get the chance, just do it. Like, don't think about what could happen. Think about the stories you get to tell. Think about your kids. Think about everything else. Think about all the memories and stuff you'll be able to make. But guys, that's it. You guys have a great night. I'll have a few more videos up later this week. Thank you. Peace.
Good job. Report to command for debrief.